Hey, I'm Adam Tracy coming in today. Got an interesting question in my inbox overnight. Wanted to talk about it here. The question was, is using localbitcoins.com or doing private transactions of bitcoins safe? Is it legal? And how can you go about doing these private transactions and insulate yourself from liability? Um, the answer to that question is I don't know, quite frankly. It's sort of in a gray area. You've seen increasing instances where individuals have been involved in larger private transactions of bitcoins and have been subject to criminal penalties for one of two reasons. One, either the amount of the transaction is such that the seller appears to be in a quote money service business, meaning they're acting as a currency exchange or a money transmitter, and they don't have the proper license and they haven't registered with FinCEN, the government, the federal government's arm. The other thing to consider is the IRS implications. Form 8300 requires the recipient of more than $10,000 in cash to file a Form 8300 and disclose that transaction. Failure to do so can bring about criminal penalties. So in either case, you've got these sort of requirements. My best advice, I guess, is one-off transactions or smaller transactions where you're privately negotiating them. They don't involve significant sums of money. It's definitely under $10,000. Probably doesn't trigger any sort of implication because you don't have the requirements of reporting with the IRS, and you're not engaged in a wholesale money transmission or money exchange. Now, of course, if you are structuring those transactions where you're doing a number of small purchases at once, well, that's what they call structuring, and that's just another way to evade reporting requirements. So it's definitely in a gray area. I advise clients to be very, very careful when you're dealing with localbitcoins.com or just doing any sort of private transaction. Typically, if you can find a reputable exchange, online exchange is probably better for you. But and certainly if you're just engaging in a one-off transaction here and there privately, I don't think you're in too much peril. But it is something to consider. Looking and appearing to be something that you may not in fact be. So again, Matt Tracy. Feel free to visit me, bitcoin-lawyer.org. Email me, at tracyfirm, tracyfirm.com. Have a great week and talk to you soon.